Welcome back everybody to this StarLadder TV Preseason Pro Grand Finals between URGA and Balkan Bears. It is now 1-1 in this best of 3 as Balkan Bears actually came in with a one game advantage anyway since they came from the winner's bracket. But now URGA, they actually looked so damn strong, although I hadn't heard of them before this Grand Final to begin with. So hoping for some great plays from them still. As my name is Couchor and joining me will be Mito.
Yeah, man, that game one, well, actually, it was game two, was really exciting. Well, we knew how the lanes were going to go down right from the get-go, and it felt like at first, but the Balkan Bears, they're actually doing relatively well during the laning phase. But as the game progressed, the split pushing power, like just being able to apply pressure across the map, just really helped URGA excel in the game and ultimately led to the victory.
And
Oh, what song is that? One Winged Angel, Final Fantasy VII.
yes, it's like with an actual orchestra. It
Oh
fucking
man,
rocks.
that's wicked. Too bad I can't listen to it right now.
Well, anyway, the draft, at least the bans start exactly the same for URGA, banning out the Undying and the Meepo. Actually, they grabbed themselves the Brewmaster this time around, and Balkan Bears, maybe a Batrider for them.
Holy crap. That's double ultimate silence right there. There's some crazy silencing coming out from Skywrath plus Doom. Pretty much everything you need to deal with the Brewmaster. Vulcan
Well,
Bears, I feel like they really gave respect to that Invoker last game, so they're gonna first ban it. Pretty understandable, but it feels like this time around there's gonna be a little bit more of a shift in playstyle. No, not really playstyle, but like the heroes that's gonna be picked. I feel like Vulcan Bears, the game number two, it just doesn't feel that solid, and they did get punished for it. And once again, do you think we should be sticking to the golden rule?
that the tankier lineup wins.
Yeah, generally, it's proven to be true, right? I mean, like, how many games we've watched for the past couple of days, the tankier team has pretty much always won.
Well, I mean, I guess we will just have to see because at the moment it's fairly even. I guess Brewmaster is a bit tankier than the Doombringer is, but all in all, it's rather even between the Skyref, AA, Brewmaster, and Doom.
Yeah, but if Brewmaster gets silenced up before the ultimate, then that Brew isn't gonna be all that tanky. Well, not nearly as tanky.
Well, it just comes down to the supporting cast and maybe even pick up something that can actually heal. Don't think the Dazzle will be picked up because, like, so few teams nowadays suddenly play the Dazzle. It just used to be in 6.8, 6.79 maybe even. Just go-to hero. Everybody played Dazzle, almost. Suddenly nobody picks it
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, that was definitely a first pick material, but that had a lot to do with, I would say, um, the way how a lot of other heroes that works in conjunction with him operated. Like you have the Wraith King, you have Treant Protector, and it feels like it just guarantees the ultimate tanky heroes. But I agree with you. I don't see why Shadow Priest should have fallen out completely. That hero was pretty much picked every single time, and now it's like nowhere to be seen. Um, but I guess there are some really good heroes that have been modified in this patch, and one of them is definitely Skywrath Mage.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah,
you, I really like the hero. I actually thought he's pretty strong even before the most recent changes at least. Although of course
yeah.
they do help out and especially against heroes like the Brewmaster and well speaking of that Dazzle, Balkan Bears do pick it up for themselves.
Oh man, the things I say and the outcomes. It's like, okay, all right, you know what? I'm gonna say there's not gonna be a Tinker. I'm making a prediction that Urga might pick up a Faceless Void because it feels like Faceless Void has been the flavor of the week amongst Chinese teams the past couple of weeks. Like we've seen how many Chinese teams use it. I've seen IG, seen DK. Not quite sure about Newbie, but it feels like Void. It's almost a go-to hero these days. Lycan is already banned out, so could Urga be considering picking up a Faceless Void? I wouldn't be surprised if they actually even went for a Spectre, as seeing that they have a fairly global lineup. I feel like if they grab Spectre plus one more support, a Rubik would be great. But yeah, just or even a Sand King, then they have a very complete roster.
Yeah, I mean, they could definitely pick up the Void, although I actually think the Balkan Bears could go for one themselves as well if they wanted to. It
Oh,
does,
Skyrath.
yeah. Plus, of course, Chrono removes the Drunken Brawler anyway from the Brewmaster, so a little
Yeah.
bit easier to bring down the Brewmaster, especially if you have that Mystic Flare, of course, to follow that up. Or maybe just set up the Doom to follow you if you don't have enough damage to begin with or are focusing other targets in the Chrono. And, I mean, Doombringer can play offlane quite easily, as can the Faceless Void, I guess, especially recently. So, I wouldn't mind that pickup too much. It would also allow the Dazzle to get a nice weave off aggressively.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Broken Bears went for. All right, I was gonna
Wow.
say Tidehunter, but like, because Tidehunter has also been extremely popular as of late. It feels like Tidehunter always gets either picked or banned because Kraken Shell plus Anchor Smash, that hero is literally unkillable for the first 20 minutes or so. He is so he's a tough one to bring down, and just the capability of being able to jungle, being able to take stacks, makes it that much better.
Oh wow, I mean, I definitely didn't see the Vengeful coming overall for them. And like, does it mean it's a Vengeful carry, or are they gonna run Skyref mid?
I'm not too sure, but I think Scarlet Mid is not bad, but when you gotta think about Urga has a Nature's Prophet who can pour in any time to help the Brewmaster, I do I do fear for the Scarlet's life.
Well, I mean, I fear for everybody's life on Balkan Bears, to be honest, because of that global strategy, like you mentioned. Actually, I'm kind of happy that Balkan Bears banned out the Zeus. I mean, I'm not too sure how much URGA has played it, but having a Ice Blast, Thunder God's Wrath with a Wrath of Nature to bounce around, it could just insta-kill anybody in the game. As Balkan Bears, actually, they pick up a Bristleback for themselves, so gonna tank it up a little bit extra, although URGA, they're pretty damn tanky themselves with the Wraith King and Brewmaster, so the last pick might decide who has the better chances.
Oh man, I would pay $10 just to see a Gyrocopter biohacking himself to just for that global. Just for the global cooldown. Oh man, I don't think I've ever seen it. Well, maybe once or twice in professional games, but that usually it's on a support gyrocopter. But oh man, the things I would do to see an Agnim's gyrocopter, that would be so fun to watch.
Well, what you're gonna get though is pretty far from a Gyrocopter, but a pretty strong hero
Ash
overall,
Shaker.
especially with those flashy plays like Echo Slams.
Ah, the Ash Shaker. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake,
Actually,
shake.
I saw a really awesome Earthshaker today in
Thank you.
GG League. It
Oh,
was X Game versus. I'm completely blanking at the moment. Versus Merlin. Okay, yeah, versus Merlin. And the Earthshaker just did so damn much. His rotations were just spot on with the Fissures early on, setting up so many kills, getting that early Blink Dagger because of the set kills. And overall, I just think the Earthshaker isn't as strong as the Sand King because he can't actually have reliable farm to get that Blink Dagger going. But then again, early on, if he gets those Fissures off correctly, he can have way more impact than a Sand King can as well. So it's kind of like a. I think actually Earthshaker is a higher skill cap hero than the Sand King.
hmm.
At least I mean early on, just once you get the Blink
Yeah,
Dagger, the plays you can do with the Sand King are bigger, I think, because Earthshaker is just blink, Echo Slam, and boom. Of course, you can
yeah.
keep like targets stun locked as well, maybe.
Yeah, I agree with you. Earthshaker, those fishes are definitely just so crucial at certain choke points and like his places on the map. But I feel like Earthshaker, he's been nerfed a bit too much because I mean, before you can at least use the fissure to block the creep wave, but now and like pull the creep wave into the ancient camp and whatnot. But now you can't do that anymore. Um, yeah, so I feel like that's a huge drawback to the hero, and it just feels like it needs to find it's it's very hard for him to find his place in the current meta, because if you compare Sand King with Earthshaker, the average time you see an Earthshaker with a Blink Dagger, it's gonna be like 20-minute fastest even if it's a bit slower, it's going to be around the 25 to 30 minute mark. Whereas the Sand King can have the Blink Dagger by 8 minutes, and that just makes, to me, a world of difference.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly why the Earthshaker is maybe a little bit harder to execute, because you do have to rely on just early rotations, getting the kills, helping out that way, because you can't farm up the jungle like the Sand King can. But, I mean, I could totally had a point I wanted to make. I have no idea what it was, but maybe it will come back to me later on. As actually the Skywrath Mage is playing mid after all, so we taking up that role. And general, I guess we with the Arcane Bolt can maybe harass the Brewmaster to some extent. But oh, top laner going in already. Padrino gonna be going down for the first, but Taiyang TP's in as well. No Sprout for him, but the right clicks on Levi probably not gonna be enough as Senigata doesn't have enough for the magic missile either, so he's gonna have to escape. And now, oh, the right clicks. And lots of action early on already. I'm not too sure if Taiyang even had to rotate in like that with the TP, because now the Dawnbringer just gets complete free farm bottom lane. But I guess it's just to ensure that your team gets the first blood and maybe get a few follow-ups as well.
Yeah, this Skywrath Mage has to be really careful. With only one tango left, this could easily mean rotations from Daiyang. Daiyang can just wait, and as soon as he sees, hey, okay, we has no tango, then he would just port in, have the Brewmaster run up, go for an easy clap. That would almost seal the deal, like seal the fate of the Skywrath Mage.
Oh yeah. I mean, Skywrath Mage is pretty fast on his feet at least. 325 movement speed for him base. So can potentially run away, at least up until Daiyang gets a point into Sprout. But what the point, I actually remembered it, is that the Earthshaker, he can't really rush the Blink Dagger either, because he just won't have enough mana to do anything after that. Whereas the Sand King can just go for the straight up, like, boots of speed Blink Dagger. But the Earthshaker, I really feel he needs those arcane boots before as well.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I think right now one of the alternatives for Earthshaker is just to get a Soul Ring. The components are cheap. Grabbing an early Sobi Mask, sure it's not gonna regen much, but at least it helps you a little bit more. I don't know. It's just generally awkward. The only time where I really consider picking up Earthshaker is like if the opponent's running a setup combo with Mirana. For example, Shadow Demon, Mirana. As soon as you see the disruption on someone, then you just lay down the Fissure and protect whoever gets disrupted and break the combo.
Yeah, I have to agree that Earthshaker is a really good defensive support, just because the Fissure is so damn long range, as well as being able to block the pathing of enemies. Or of course, maybe your teammates as well, if you get unlucky a little bit.
Oh man, it's so messed up when you block your teammates on the wrong side of the Fissure. Oh man.
But actually, looking at the tri-lane versus tri-lane situation, the Wraith King actually isn't getting any farm at all almost. 6 and 0 on him, compared to Padrino having 14 and 5 on the Bristleback. So actually Balkan Bears, although they gave up the first blood, other than that, their tri-lane is going pretty damn good. Of course the camps...
Mid, oh my goodness.
Oh, Silas, one more Arcane Bolt, nope, doesn't have enough mana for it. General, living on the edge, doesn't quite die there, but we still... Actually, kind of manhandling the Brewmaster so far. Lasted twice, 20 and 8 as well compared to 13 and 1. So the Skywrath is doing really well.
Oh man, he should have been able to get the kill, but he turned around last second. It's like he thought he had the kill. Oh man, it was really close. And this is just really smart, holding on to that tango. As long as you hold on to a tango, you know that a Nature's Prophet can't just TP in and go for an easy kill.
Wow. I have to agree, but Levi, he actually hasn't put a single point into anything else than one Shadow Wave so far. So he just keeps holding on. Actually goes for 2 points into Poison Touch now because they want to set up the kills. I thought like, okay, he's probably holding on that maybe if URGA goes aggressive, you can just skill up the Shallow Grave if necessary. But he's like, screw it guys, I'm going aggressive, but with the 2 points into the Wave of Terror from the Vengeful Spirit as well, it actually boosts the damage of Poison Touch anyway, as well as the Shadow Wave. And of course the Quill Sprays of Bristleback. So all in all, I think the tri-lane is actually pretty well synergized, but Levi, he's getting stunned up, the Chilling Touch is there as well, the right clicks, easy kill for them, and now everybody's on the run. Sprout up onto Senigata, a nice tank out there, has 7 Magic Stick charges, does pop them just before the stun comes out, as Padrino gonna get the counter kill, maybe the Magic Sticks from Aqua Devi, and nope, not enough as Padrino, he's the one on the run now, but he should be tanky enough. Now Poison Touch onto Eknart as well, another Fissure comes out, a Sprout, Levi I think it's going to be fine as a nice body blocking by the creeps onto F as Earthshaker. Should be able to make it out together with Ancient Apparition, or will they? Wave of Terror with the Quill Sprays gets the kill.
Oh man, not only that, at mid I was watching, Skyrath got easy solo kill off the Brewmaster. Pretty impressive place, but I mean, it just goes to show just how much nuking damage Skyrath can offer during the early game phase.
Yeah, the Arcane Bolt being level 4 this early on, it's like 2-second cooldown, only 70 mana to spam it out as well. Just
It's ridiculous.
toughen up the Brewmaster early on a little bit, then Concussive Shot, Silence and Mystic Flare to just secure the kill.
Yeah, he didn't even use Ancient Steel just now. It was like, he used a couple of Arcane Bolts to harass, and then as soon as he saw General was half HP, threw down the Concussive Shot, dropped the Mystic Flare. General walks out of it, but the Arcane Bolt just does way too much damage. Skyrath Mage, have you ever thought about Skyrath Mage carry? Say like you run an Obsidian Destroyer in mid, and then just run a tanky offlaner, tanky supports, and when you engage, right, just have OD max out the Essence Aura first, and then Skyrath rushes Aghanim's and just drops them ultimates.
Oh wow.
40%, right? You've got a 40% chance to recover your mana. So if you just spam Arcane Bolts in between, you're gonna get that mana back somehow. Unless you're really unlucky with the RNG.
That would be so sick. Oh
It
wow.
would be. I've always wanted to try it. I think it's pretty viable. I mean, if he plays any hero in the first position, the Aghanim Scepter should be relatively easy to come by. OD is OD pretty much crushes almost what, like 80%, 90% of the mid solo matchups, apart from maybe say Viper, Kunkka when Kunkka's high level, Razor. I think these are the ones that I can think about.
Man, that would be a sight to behold, to be honest. Just set them up constantly. You can even like set up stuns with the Astral Imprisonment and have the Mystic Flare straight on top of that as well, waiting for you once you come out.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh,
Engagement
stun
at
onto Wraith
top.
King. They get the Wave of Terror as well. Padrinho, he's actually tanking it up, but he gets stunned in the face. There's the Fisher as well, blocking everybody out. Padrinho, Cold Feet, tank up, but we with the Haste Rune coming in, has the Mystic Flare if necessary, really pop it as well. Doesn't even think about it, as they're gonna get 2 easy kills anyway. So nice rotations by V as he's off to such a great start. They find General, will they get this? Nope. No silence, V just runs past him, Primal Split used, maybe can get 1 kill out of it. But actually, oh F, he's gonna get silenced up, the Fisher already came out, and he got a nice Shallow Grave, keeping him alive for a little while longer. F, probably gonna take a fall, Arcane Bolt, does get the kill, and now they're going for Tai Young as well. He's low on mana, but gets at least 1 more Arcane Bolt off. Arcane Boots coming off cooldown as well, Wrath of Nature to bounce around this General. He might be an expert Dino, slowing him down with 2 stacks of Sticky Napalm or Vicious Nasal Goo rather, and Quill Spray, right clicks, we triple kill for him, 5, 0 and 1.
Oh my goodness, those Arcane Bolts. Did you see how much damage they're doing?
Oh, Padrinho actually might fall down. Nope, the Shadow Wave comes out from Levi. Shadow Wave off cooldown, unfortunately, or on cooldown rather. As Senigata comes in as well, they get 1 counter kill. F might be in trouble. He's on the run, no mana for a Fisher. Eknart rotates in as well as Senigata going for the man mode magic missile. Coming off cooldown, Tai Young came in. And well, the Fisher comes out by F just to make sure that no backup arrives. And the Chilling Touch was just a little bit too much to handle, so Balkan Bears, although they won a fight really convincingly, they do give away 2 after that.
Holy crap.
Oh, V is back top lane, gets the slow on Eknart, Arcane Bolts flying. And make it another kill for V.
Holy crap. Okay, so the Arcane Seal, it gives you an additional, what, 45% damage? And then the Arcane Bolt right now, its base damage is 120, intelligence multiplier is 1.6. So he's sitting at, what, 65 intelligence? Oh man, so each Arcane Bolt is like a 300 damage nuke. Oh.
I think it's like you pretty much add 0.6 of the maximum intelligence that you have, so you just multiply it by 1.6, which is, I have no idea how much. Like 60% of his intelligence is like 30-ish. I'm not even too sure. I think it does around 200 damage at the moment probably. Because it actually shows when he uses it, when it hits.
Yeah, just now it was 233. Oh man. But either way, who can sustain through that kind of a damage nuking?
I mean, every 2 seconds. Plus, like you said, the Ancient Seal even buffs it up more. Actually, the Ancient Seal buffs up, of course, the damage coming out from the Doom as well. The damage over time. Level death, whatever you name it. I mean, BBC, Falcon Bears, they have so much magic burst. They have a pretty nice amount of physical as well with the Wave of Terror minus armor and the quill sprays. But URGA, actually they grabbed their tier 1, the first tier 1 being the bottom lane. But of course, top tier 1 got destroyed as well, so equal trade there. As actually looking forward to see the first Doom coming out as well.
Wow. I don't know. After watching this, I just really want to play Skyrath Mage. Plus, his set looks awesome.
Well, I can't argue with that. Of course, his helmet, like, does he even see anything out of that? It's like, what? He has
doesn't
bird
need eyes to
senses.
see.
Bird senses, man. Well, anyway, Falcon Bears, they're going for the tier 1 mid lane, and so far URGA, they don't try to stop it, although they have the primal split. Fisher, actually no Echo Slam for them anyway, so easy tower lasted for Haki there on the Doombringer. As are they going to continue, or are they just going to rotate for the tier 1 bottom lane now?
Hold on, sorry, I'm having a little bit of an audio issue.
Oh man, don't have audio issues. Is it Skype? Am I like roboting out or something?
No. It's my audio jack. It's a little weird.
Okay, we actually might see something mid lane. We coming in with the invisible from behind. Is he gonna blow up the Earthshaker or the Ancient Apparition? Oh, you can see him trying to go for it. Or, oh, what does he have channel in mind? He gets the body block. Come on, silence. Silence Easter. Oh, he misses on the Mystic Flare.
The general was ready for it. They pinged it out as soon as like he was walking back. He saw his hero run into some invisible collision. He knew, and then he backed off. Oh man, just now, like, do you know the problem with the audio jacks when sometimes it's like half plugged in, and then like the sound comes out directly from my computer as well as my headset?
Yes.
Oh man, that sucked. But good thing it's all good now, and I can focus on the game. Wow, so it's been fairly action-packed, seeing that we have 17 kills in 11 minutes, and just whipping out the gold graph and XP graph. Holy crap! This game, like the previous game, it feels like it's been going fairly one-sided. Huge lead for BBC.
Yeah, I have to agree. Especially since Bristleback already has his mech finished now as well with this tower lasted. So he's getting pretty damn tanky. 2 points into Bristleback. Not that effective as there's an aggressive weave top lane. Can actually follow up, of course they can. There's the slows coming in onto Aqua Devi, getting the ensnare as well by Haki, and well, first reincarnation. Will they pop the Mystic Flare? No, doesn't even need it. Another silence comes out, nuke down, and they just have such a good lineup for going aggressive. And well, they get the Nature Prophet mid lane. Padrino, he wants to fight for more. General doesn't have enough mana at the moment for the Primal Split. Never mind, now he does with the Magic Stick. But Padrino just got a solo kill, 1v2.
1 on 2, but Bristleback, it's not a hero that you want to mess with.
Oh man, Falcon Bears, they're definitely having the reversal, but oh, we comes in mid lane, silence onto General. Wow, such a nice rotation.
Who can stand up to his burst right now? It's crazy. Skyrath, when you get on a roll and you have tanky teammates like they do in this game, and he can just sit in the back, throw out those hardcore damage output. Man, I really cannot wait until we see Anagnim's Skyrath. I haven't been able to have the pleasure of ever seeing it.
He's going Dagon. Or is he now? Never mind.
God. I thought it was Rod of Atos.
Oh,
he's
going for Rod of Atos. I was so hoping for a Dagon, but oh, a nice Ice Blast is flying out. The Fisher was there as well. General silenced up again. Doom just in case. The Echo Slam actually goes on to 2, so it's a 2-for-1 so far. As now Wraithkin comes in, dropping so damn low. Padrino, he's low on mana though, and she might go down. Cold Feet will proc on him as well, thanks to the Sprout. Somehow still alive, the creeps the Fisher to get the kill and B now. Will he have enough? Pretty low on mana himself. Has some magic stick charges, gets the 1 kill. So in the end, he 4 for free exchange. Falcon Bears, they only lose 2 supports and they core, whereas URGA, they lose everything except the Earthshaker.
He doesn't need a Rod of Atos. Like I feel okay. This sounds a little silly, but like I would say Bloodstone. Why not? Sure, it doesn't give you intelligence, but it's crazy what it offers. The mana regen, the HP regen, plus just the Bloodstone charges, allowing you to spam forever.
Well, I mean, Bloodstone definitely would help. Like I said, just help him spam forever. Although I would really love to see Dagons. Especially, actually, I'm not too sure if I even saw it. I know some game had a Skywrath Mage and a Tinker in the same team.
Oh, Asian
But,
Seal plus
yeah,
Dagon.
it's just so much damage. Especially if you have an E-Blade on top of that. It's just insta-death, no matter how tanky you are, almost.
Oh, do you want to know an instant death combo?
Sure.
It's like a guaranteed instant death as long as your hero only has the basic 25% magic resistance. If you pick a Husker with, and then you get Aghanim Scepter plus Ethereal Blade, and then you have a Shadow Demon on your team, and then the Shadow Demon casts the Soul Catcher, and then you E-Blade Ultimate. It's a 100%
Mid
guaranteed
lane
kill.
silence onto General. Once again, the Misty Flare just came out way too late there. And oh, the swap onto Wraith King. They know there's no reincarnation. As there's a Necro level 2. Oh, never mind. Blink General comes in. Thunderclap. Will they get the silence? Yes, they will. And now he's on the run. He has the haste rune. Perfect rune for that exact occasion. But the Haki, he picked up a level 2 Necro book on the Doombringer.
Oh,
Is it
man.
just to mana drain maybe both the Brewmaster and the Wraith King?
I don't know. Like, oh man, I think that smoke was seen, completely revealed. I'm not too sure. Like, I guess it's for them to be able to close this game. Just having the pushing power, being able to siege the towers.
Oh, Dai Young might go down here. They don't have vision though. Nothing to stop the TP, I guess then. So, Haki just wanted to go aggressive, but didn't succeed.
Yeah, plus the Necrobooks benefit from all of the auras you pick up as well, so why not?
Oh wow. Necro's not a bad choice. Unless he starts just completely feeding them away. Giving extra gold as well as XP to URGA. But so far, I mean, Balkanverse is just so far ahead. 10,000 gold lead. 8,000 or so XP lead. So they're looking strong at the moment, although if this gets to the really late stages of the game, URGA probably has the advantage, but oh, they might get Haki to do. Didn't come out, the stun is there as well, the cold feet, they will proc, and Haki, nothing for him to do. A nice shallow grave by Levi though, but cold feet keeping him in place. Should be an easy kill as Padrino. The mech popped as well. Oh man, Haki stood alive for so damn long as Taiyang. He got doomed, but he's gonna make the run for it, and death. Oh, slow down Mystic Prayer, but he's still somehow alive. Finally goes down as Padrino gets that one kill. Gonna go for the Wraith King. Next reincarnation is up already though. So even if he dies, he's gonna come back once, but he doesn't have enough mana. Magic Wand. Oh, he doesn't pop it in time. Oh man. Such a mistake as Eknard. Gonna fall down now as well. Wanted to go for the kill on Weave, but just gave away his own life. And I think that was a huge mistake by the Wraith King, not pop him that Magic Wand.
Oh yeah, that's been like the second or third time where he doesn't use the magic wand. Very questionable, but I mean, actually, I'm not even sure. Like, would it have made any difference if he stayed alive? In fact, I think it might have even made things worse, just dying twice there.
Man, it's always worth it. Staying alive, staying alive. That's how it works, man.
Nah, but he believes in YOLO. You know, you gotta YOLO. It's like,
You only live once.
yeah, why do you want two lives?
Oh man. Balkan Bears looks
So
like they want
what's
to go
that?
for Roshan now as well, just exceed their lead even further.
Yeah, Wraith King doesn't know what's YOLO. He only knows what's YOLT. You know what's YOLT? You only live twice. Ha ha ha.
Oh man, that sucked. That sucked so bad.
Okay, my bad. I should stop cracking jokes. But anyways, it's gonna
Oh,
be
Ice
easy,
Blast
easy
is flying in
roast.
as well. Come on, Blink, Thunderclap. Fisher is there as well. No, they don't even go for it as. Are they gonna lose a few lives with it?
I feel like this is the point where they need a. They shouldn't have gone for the arcane boots on Earthshaker. He needs straight up Blink Dagger. If he doesn't matter how, he just needs to be able to go in and drop the Echo Slam. Like, there needs to be some kind of follow up for the Brewmaster, and that has to be the Earthshaker. Especially when they're getting to a place where they have to stop playing high ground defense. The most crucial part of high ground defense is the Earthshaker right now.
Oh well, I mean, do they actually think the Echo Slam would change something if it's only level 1?
No.
Especially since there's
be
a
quite frank
pipe
now.
also on Padrino's Bristleback.
They don't have the burst to just completely obliterate heroes. But if they land the perfect combo, say there's a huge creep wave coming in, and AA pre-fires the Ice Blast, and then Earthshaker and Brewmaster both go in, the whole point of that Earthshaker is not only the Echo Slam, but it's that it provides a triple lockdown. You've got the Echo Slam, and then because Aftershock offers another stun for 1.5 second, it makes the Enchant Totem useful as well. And then you always have the Fissure, which is another stun. So ultimately, like it just buys them a lot of time, and the damage output from the entire combo. I mean, you gotta land everything perfectly. The Wrath of Nature, you're gonna have the Echo Slam, Fissure. You need the AA to land the Ice Blast, possibly even put down a couple of Ice Vortex to amplify even more magic damage. I think that's the only way they can win in this game.
So you're pretty much saying that the stars have to align for them to win this game. And not only one fight, every single team fight.
Oh man, the stars have to align. Yeah, pretty much. It's like you're counting on VVC to make really, really bad decisions, to group up completely as five, and just like be like, yeah, we're gonna stick to our creeps and just go high ground because we're so far ahead, we're not gonna care. But I highly doubt it. I don't think VVC, um, being the high level players they are, will make these kind of low level mistakes.
Oh man, it's just so hard because Urga, well, they have one hero to initiate for them, the Brewmaster. But he has to be so careful that if he blinks in and goes for a Thunderclap, that he doesn't waste too much time before he just gets doomed or Ancient Sealed up.
He needs to be completely in sync with the Earthshaker. Like, if he's gonna do that without the Earthshaker having Blink Dagger, it's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go. He blinks in. Earthshaker needs to get the Fissure on at least, say, the Doombringer as well as the Skyrath Mage, so he can actually get the clap and then into the ultimate. Because right now his ultimate is just food. It's like free gold. And this is another point. Like, I feel like Brewmaster, his ultimate should give a lot more gold. Like, killing some of these remnants is like, what, 10 gold? It just, it doesn't feel right to me.
Well, I mean, I have no idea what Urga actually should do. I guess just ratting it out with the Nature's Prophet. He has level 1 Necrobook as well. So, it's so hard for them to actually try to pick a fight with the Pipe and the Mech being on the Bristleback. The Doom being just innately tanky with a level 3 Necrobook as well. And of course, he's doing so much damage in those fights as a Skywrath. He even has 2.6k in the bank. What do you actually think his next item is going to be? Is it just going to be something like a Sheepstick?
Let's see. Why not? I mean, at this stage, I don't think it really matters what he goes for. But ideally, you want some mana regen, and you want to be able to completely. You just want to continue boosting your intelligence. But I say Ethereal Blade's pretty good as well.
Definitely wouldn't be bad. Like Ethereal, Mystic Flare, Ancient Seal. Easy kills all
So
around.
Dubai. Yeah.
It's
I
just
don't
me,
know.
or are we having a lot of pauses?
There's I think there's way too many pauses for my liking. Short pauses are fine, but it feels like he's completely out of touch. So I don't know what's gonna happen from here on out. Seems like the admin. Yeah, I don't know. I think at this point, it's not too far to say that hey, maybe Urga should just call it and be prepared for the next game.
And fight till the bitter end.
Oh, winter's coming, right?
Indeed. Winter is coming to Europe to coach Alliance. Ha ha ha.
Oh man, that's bad. You see, like that was like the weirdest thing ever. It's like, okay, winter. I don't know, man.
Well,
I just
I
it feels
really
like
hope winter isn't coming ever. I don't like cold.
I think it's pretty odd though. Like it feels like Alliance is a fairly well accomplished team, and some of the players are just freaking old school. Like you're talking about Loda, you're talking about Aki, uh, and sure, Winter he's an old school player as well. But it feels like Loda and Aki have accomplished so much more, and it feels like the term coaching it feels a little awkward for me.
Yeah, it's
Like
not actually coaching. He actually talked about it a little bit in, I think it's whatever BTS
okay.
is, like in the studio or whatever it's called, the show for them.
Mhm.
So they got Winter on the phone there or on Skype, whatever. And they actually talked about him, like, what is he actually doing with Alliance? He's more or less just providing an alternative way of thinking or an alternative perspective
Ah,
in the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
way Alliance drafts or something. So he's just there to give his own opinion.
Ah, yeah, like that's what pretty much what I was thinking. Like it has to be that, because it just feels so. But the term coaching is so awkward. Like if you were some old school legend that has been playing for ages, and then you're here to coach a new team, that's understandable. But you're talking about a bunch of like old school players getting together and be like, "Yo, I'm gonna coach you guys." That whole idea to me just sounds really awkward.
Yeah.
And, like if the team is like coming to help, that I'll be fine with that. And like just gathering up together and like providing, like you said, a different perspective. It sounds a lot better than just directly saying like coaching. I feel like the word coaching is a little too heavy.
Yeah, it's. I think some teams, like especially Chinese teams, probably have actual coaches for them as well.
Oh yeah,
But
they
I
do.
think it's mostly just to like set up their training regime and whatnot. Just like what hours of training, like they probably have to maybe do some physical exercises some point as well. Because if you just no life behind your computer, you're just gonna go mentally retarded at some point.
I've been doing that for ages. I'm still pretty sane.
Or are you?
Yeah, good question.
Well, I mean, overall, I still think
Maybe
that just you have to move a little bit.
maybe you're just a figment of my imagination. Oh man, maybe this is all just a dream.
You're living in the Matrix.
No wonder I look so good. So everyone's wondering what's going on right now, and it seems like it's gonna be in Russian, so maybe you can translate a little.
Problema. I wonder what that means.
Yeah, and hopefully maybe some of our viewers, like the 14 viewers on Twitch, can give us a little feedback if any of them speaks Russian.
Well, it's something like 10. If he's not back in 10 minutes, they have to continue or something, I think.
Ah, okay.
At least something about 10 minutes, and
Let's
that's the
see.
only thing I can just rip out of the context.
I thought you could read a little bit of a Russian, isn't it?
I can read the letters, but I have no idea what they mean.
Ah, I see.
I know
Oh
like
well.
only some really basic words
The
like
basic
game or
ones.
play.
Oh yeah, right, those ones. Not the typical. I don't know. I miss seeing Keep with the Light. I feel like that hero is so underrated.
God will
And
give me mana.
yeah, I love that video so much. But nonetheless, I feel like Kotal is still a great hero, and I just feel like people are not using it to its full potential. I mean, holy crap. Kotal in a pushing lineup, that's just ridiculously good. With the Aghanim Scepter and Kotal, how fast do you farm? You farm lightning fast. So I don't
You
know.
farm
I feel
so
like
fast that the rest of the team can't even get any farm.
you don't need the rest of the team to farm though. Like your Aghanim Scepter allows your teammate to farm pretty much anywhere. Like and it's all about well, there's so many ways to play Kotal as well. Like you can go for early pushing lineup, like just straight up pushing. Have a couple of tankers just going. Do you need a mech? Sure, compound it with a mech. So then you have mech. Your daytime vision is ridiculously large. You see every place on the map. And then when you go for the push, your blast heals for like 500, 600 HP. So I don't know what beats that. I think it's just way too good. And I mean, you want to talk about attack miss, then you gotta talk about Coddle.
Well, maybe just every team has it up their sleeve for TI4 and don't want to show it before.
Yeah, possibly. That's why everyone's playing Tinker now, right? Because it's like nobody's gonna use that at TI because it gets crushed so easily, right? That has to be it. No, no, I shouldn't say that because Tinker is my favorite hero, and I truly do hope this hero starts getting some cosmetics. It's been so long since, like, I don't know, last year when we approached Cyborg Matt, he says, I think last year I believe it was in September, right? It says it's coming soon. Yeah, so it's winter, and still haven't seen it.
Soon TM. It's the basic thing. Right? It's like Blizzard. It's like, okay, guys, we're releasing
Oh,
whatever soon,
Blizzard. Oh, never trust Blizzard. Look at how long Diablo 3 took to come out.
and
But
when
that's
it
because they
did,
ran
it
into a
was
lot of
crap.
trouble as well. Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, they completely remade the game.
Reaper of Souls is
Um,
fucking awesome.
no, they remade Diablo 3 completely, because like there was so much trouble. Like apparently there's a Blizzard North and then like Blizzard, and then somehow like Blizzard North they just ended up they okay. Let's see. Somebody bought Blizzard. Was it EA or was it Activision? I don't know. One of
It's
those big
Activision.
ones. Activision, right? And then but Blizzard North was like too far away, so they want to bring everyone together, but not everyone wanted to do that. Some of the guys left Blizzard North, and Blizzard North was the one responsible for producing Diablo 2. And so some of those guys left and joined with some other guys and made Torchlight. And then like so the project got delayed. And then once it was finished, um, the guys at the top felt like, "Hey man, this is not Diablo. This is like StarCraft," because they pretty much based it off like a lot of the gameplays was too similar to StarCraft. So then they scrapped the game completely and then remade a new game, and that became the Diablo 3. But I feel like the Diablo 3 game was very much rushed, and I don't know what it's like now, but
Well, it's
I guess
pretty good
Dota.
compared to what it was to begin with, because I mean, I actually kind of enjoyed Reaper of Souls.
Ah, okay. Well, just like Diablo, Dota has came definitely a long way. Looking at the first international, right? When I saw it, I was so freaking disappointed with the graphics and everything. It was ridiculous. Like every hero was just a color blob. Tidehunter was a green blob. Dazzle was a pink blob. I mean, Dazzle still is a pink blob, but at least there's more details to a lot of the models. Like you see the texture gets updated so frequently. I mean, sure, there's a lot of hats, but it feels like Valve is definitely putting a lot of work into this game. Like when Dota 2 came out, I told my friends I was not gonna play this game for ever until they update um the graphics because I was not pleased with the graphics at all. I thought it was really trashy. And then we did a side by side comparison, like when looking at a TI, and then we went on YouTube and compared it with Han. We're like, yeah, Dota 2, the graphics just sucks, even compared to Han when it first came out. But ever since then, it feels like all the texture update, whatnot, whatnot. And that Dota 2 is an amazing game, even though I don't like, enjoy playing it at all, because it's gotten way too competitive. I really miss the entertaining aspect of the game, where you just sit back and relax, and then like you can just go in a pub game and random any heroes. But now it's like, oh, we gotta try hard, because there's MMR and whatnot.
Just don't play ranked.
Don't play ranked. It's still so try hard, man. Like it's ridiculous. I just want the mini games. That's all I want right now. Just give mini games, please. I mean, we've seen the puzzles, but I really want to play Legion TD. That's the one thing I miss. Legion Tower Defense.
What is the Legion Tower Defense? Is it like
Oh, Legion TD. It's it's basically like it's instead of building towers, you build units, and then you just build tons and tons of units,
okay?
and they defend pretty much.
I've
But
played
then
a crap
there's
ton of tower defense, but never the Legion one.
oh Legion TD. I don't know like anywhere else, but in Australia it was really popular in the Garena rooms. But once again, nobody has answered to what the Russians are saying. But it feels like we're just gonna sit here and wait. I don't know
It's like two
what's going on.
minutes. General said like 2 minutes more something. Yeah, sure, should be like something around that
But
lines.
I
Got no
see 10
idea.
minutes and I see 6 to 7 minutes, and then Steam profile. So is he online?
15 minutes ago
Oh
online.
no.
Man, I mean, to be fair, if he reconnects at some point in time, I think BBC they're probably gonna win this game within like the next 5 to 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, I think this is not. This is. Oh man. Oh
Wow.
man, this sucks.
Oh man. Indeed. I'm just going through showcase mode on every hero. There's nothing else to do. And actually, did you know that there's a timer in Dota that when you scroll out, it will go back to the default scroll in 30 seconds? Or the default zoom, so to say.
Oh really?
Yeah. You can actually change the time, how long it takes in the console as well. It's Dota camera zoom time something. It's like Dota underscore camera underscore zoom underscore, and you can just find it from there.
Well, I definitely like the zooming mode. I mean, it's really nice. You can see so much area. You can see how people position themselves in team fights and whatnot. Brings a new perspective.
By the way, free hawks for you. Suggested that you play against bots if you want to have a relaxing game of Dota. Actually, have you played
Yeah,
against the most hardcore bots in Dota 2?
yeah, they're too easy. Like,
I've only played like against med ones, I think, medium ones, whatever.
if you want to play against hardcore bots, right, I feel like it only gets a bit, well, a bit more challenging when you're playing with like a disadvantage, like when you're playing with fewer players.
By the way,
Say like, yeah,
do you know if like in Dota 1, did the
uh-huh.
bots like actually get extra XP or more gold or something?
Yeah, yeah, they get bonus XP, bonus gold. So they level up faster. The game, they get better items faster. I
Yeah.
mean,
I
it
thought I
has to be.
remembered that because actually I'm not too sure. I tried like 1v5ing in Dota 1 or something. I just got Sven, got a lot of items and just cleaved my way through them.
Yeah, it can be done. But if you put them in different lanes and you don't have the ability to travel fast around the map, they will outlevel you, and the items will come up so freaking fast. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what level I got the win at. I definitely didn't get them on hardcore because 1v5 hardcore definitely just would have gotten me raped. But man, I remember when I first started Dota, my friend introduced me to it and we just played against bots, like 3 versus 3 because there was an Estonian LAN coming up.
Ah, okay.
So we had just only played against bots, okay, and even that not for a long time. So we went to
And
the
then you go
LAN,
straight to competition.
yeah, we got wrecked so hard, we didn't even know what happened.
Oh man, it's expected, but it's funny at the same time.
We didn't even
Ah,
know like what heroes are good or anything. It's like, okay, I'll play this guy. Cool, man. You like that hero? You go for that.
sometimes I wish like I saved my first game of Dota. It'd be so entertaining to go back and watch. I don't know for you, since it's a tournament match, did you consider ever saving the game and just like go back and watching it?
Like when I play one,
Yeah, 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 like your first game of Dota at the tournament or something. It's like,
I haven't played. Oh, that game. Wow. I really hope nobody recorded that game.
you should try looking for it. I mean, it's so funny when you go back, like, look at your replays a couple of years later on, and it's like, oh my God, wow, I played like this years ago. That's crazy. So it seems like they're gonna continue the game playing 4 against 5. Oh no, that's an interesting turn of events.
Well, to be honest, we being their Meepo player, he's disconnected. So who's gonna micro that hero?
Hmm, no idea.
Maybe Manor Radiant. It's, I mean, such a tough position to be in, really. Okay, so. Niet, okay.
Okay, so what's happening? The next game is gonna be in 6 minutes, or
I think they will just
um,
unpause in 6 minutes, or at least that's what the admin wants. But URGA is like, no. And Balkan Bears is like, okay, easy. We can wait for 6 minutes, nice.
huh? So this is an extremely long pause. So we is rushing towards a net cafe, I suppose.
Yes.
Boom.
Spasiba. Thank you.
Man, it's so like a game like this, right? It's just so awkward. You know, it's gonna end, but it's not ending.
That's the worst kind of waiting. I think
Yeah.
like another stream from ours got like a half hour. Well, at least we're at like 20 minutes already as well, I guess. But like half an hour pause or something, and the game literally ended within the next 5 minutes. It's like, oh my god,
I'm
just
sure I
waiting
was
too
in one
long.
of those games like that. That was. I'm pretty sure I was there with you for one of those games, man. I remember the game like, but it wasn't obvious. Like it wasn't obvious that the game was gonna directly end, right? If I remember correctly, it felt like it was still playable. But then like the next fight that happened just led straight to a GG. Not sure. Not sure.
I
Oh
know
man,
that I didn't even cast the game, thank god. With that super
speaking
long
of
pause, but
straight GG, right? Like I'm still kind of reminiscent about the what's it? I think was it the game between Power Rangers and TCN?
oh, Power Rangers versus
No, no.
ENG,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my God, that game.
game number 2.
Please, Power Rangers. Why? Yeah. Oh man, that game number two was, I don't know,
Oh, look at the
hubris.
nice drawings on the minimap now. Everybody's so
Well,
excited.
boxes. Oh man, maybe they played Geometry Dash. Have you played Geometry Dash?
I have
That
not.
that's I love that game. It's on the iPhone or Android app, whatever, but it's good fun. Man, it took me like I don't know, a day, a couple of hours to beat the first level, and I was so proud of myself.
Wow, must check it out.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's the piano tiles that Dendi likes to play. Piano tiles is pretty much have you played one of those arcade the music games where there are these like there are four bars and then there are these notes that come down to your screen and then when they get to a certain point you
Yeah,
have
it's
to
like a
push.
Guitar Hero almost.
Yeah, it's like Guitar Hero pretty much. Except it's tiles and all you do is click on the screen. But it's pretty it I guess it's a pretty good way to train your reflexes. So like and it's a pretty okay way to warm up your fingers before a game or something. You just click, 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 and then warm up your hand as well as your mind. By the way, I have no idea how much filler stuff we've been talking about. It feels like
I,
we're just
I
making
I know
stuff to talk
exactly how
about.
much. Way too much.
Oh man. Well, the wait continues.
Well, my mind starts to wander. It's like I'm in a desert or something. Haven't gotten anything to drink for a couple of days and just starting to see illusions.
Oh man, speaking of desert, just watching Breaking Bad, you see plenty of deserts. They go out into the wild to cook some meth.
Man, I haven't watched a single episode nor a single minute of that show
Why not?
because man, it's about drugs.
Well, it's good to learn, you know, like you never know. It could come in handy. I mean, the show actually has some pretty good knowledge. Like, okay, for instance, let's see, the episode I watched today, they were talking about thermine or something, but basically they talked about tanks, and they talk about like the biggest guns ever built, like the Gustav or something that was built by the Germans in like 1939 or something. And wow, well, I learned something. Good history right there. Looked it up. Wow, biggest gun ever built, rail gun, and it's like what 4 stories high. The barrel itself was 30 meters long, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's well, check Tsar Bomba for the biggest nuclear explosion. It like traveled the blast of it traveled like a couple of times around the globe as well, and its impact effect 1,000 kilometers or something. Something sick like that.
Oh man, looks like they're getting tired with it. It's like, all right, you know what? Just play with stand-ins. You know, we
Yeah,
don't care.
URGA, they even want to give away the win to Balkan Bears at the moment. It's like, just go next game, guys.
I think it's a pretty logical decision, though. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I have to agree. Guys, go next, you won. Well, I guess they just want to sleep. I have no idea what the time for them should be. I guess they're in Russia,
Where they're
so
playing
they're
from?
even 1 hour. So it's like 23:10 for them, I guess. Of course,
Oh, it's
it's
only. That's still relatively early. I mean, look at my time. It's 3 a.m. for me right now.
yeah, but you sleep during the day and night, man.
Actually, I was up the whole day. That's why I had to like take a power nap before this game. It's like
But why
cannot
didn't you
miss this.
respond to me on Skype then earlier? Oh man.
I was out the whole day. Plus, were you talking to me? Forever pauses. Well, he's the second broadcaster. He's talking about me, right? Because I'm the co-caster. I'm legit confused.
No, I
Anyway,
think I have no idea, but we're going to continue,
oh, they
General.
go with the GG. No, they go with the GG. The GG has been
Oh yeah,
called.
I love this pause. It made so much sense.
Alright, so just to clarify for the viewers, Coucher, he's the main caster, and I'm the co-caster Mito, as it says on like the Twitch page as well.
It even says on screen.
Yeah, I mean it says on
I
the
have it
screen
on,
like the
in the
top right
overlay.
corner.
Oh yeah, production value. Anyway, I guess this was just it for game number 3 then. Series is 2-1 in Balkan Bears' favor now as Skyrof Mage ended the game with 11-0 and 5. Oh wow, what a game that was. What a pause that was. Pause time actually lasted longer than the game did, but even together with the draft, I guess.
Oh man, now they even want to they want to go through the draft and remake the game, so they just want to get it done and over with.
Okay, well, just if you liked us babbling during the pause, be sure to follow us. Oh, you can find all the links below the stream, and yeah, just a few songs as we wait for the stand-in or whatever thing it is.
The lobby is up. Tusk, tusk.